Have you ever wondered what the ultimate limits of the human body are? Today, we will decode some of the most mysterious biological puzzles in history through the stories of 20 individuals with unique genetic codes. Instead of baseless anecdotes, we will uncover the truth from a medical perspective about rare genetic mutations and their extraordinary resilience in the face of nature's challenges. Is this evolution or just random errors in the DNA code? Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and share so you won't miss out on the next in-depth analyses. And feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start this journey of discovery right now. Mithun Chauhan lives in India with his body covered by thousands of small tumors, a consequence of neurofibromatosis type 1. Imagine a system of cells losing the ability to control growth, turning the skin into a battlefield of benign tumors that, although non-cancerous, cause immense social isolation. For Mithun, every small movement or glance from strangers becomes a psychological challenge, as his appearance is often subjected to spiritual biases rather than being viewed through a biomedical lens. From a systems analysis perspective, Mithun's case is not just a DNA coding error, but also a puzzle of breakdowns in community support systems. These tumors arise from nerve sheath cells, turning his body into a painful biological maze. Investigating Mithun's story helps us understand that the boundary between a normal body and a freak is actually just a small mutation in the protein regulation mechanisms of cells, a system that is inherently fragile. Steph Sanjati is a popular content creator known for her striking blue round eyes and the wide distance between them, a result of Waardenburg syndrome. This rare genetic disorder affects pigmentation and facial structure, sometimes accompanied by hearing loss. Steph doesn't see this as a flaw. She turns it into a symbol of uniqueness. In a world dominated by algorithms, Steph's face creates a powerful visual stop, forcing viewers to question traditional beauty standards. Looking deeper. Steph's journey is a clever communication strategy using biological difference to build self-esteem within the community. She has undergone multiple facial feminization surgeries, FFS, to align her gender identity with her appearance. This is a complete, systemic restructuring from DNA to bone structure and behavioral psychology. Steph proves that humans have the right to intervene in the biological script to write a new chapter in their lives. Ariel Henley and her twin sister were born with Crouzon syndrome, a condition where the skull sutures close prematurely hindering normal brain development and pushing the eyes outward. Ariel has spent much of her life in operating rooms to free her skull. These surgeries are not just medical procedures, but a real battle to reclaim the right to exist in a human form. Ariel uses her pen to investigate stigma and how society invisibilizes those with different faces. From a systems perspective, Ariel's story is a testament to the resilience of the human brain when forced to adapt within a constricted space. She proposes a hypothesis about how true beauty is distorted by the media. Through the pages of her writing, Ariel analyzes that the physical pain from surgeries is not as frightening as the break-in connection between those with disabilities and society. She is not just a patient, she is a social justice analyst. Ariel raises a powerful hypothesis about how the media distorts true beauty. What do you think about this perspective? Are we perhaps unintentionally creating gaps with those who have disabilities? take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really interested in hearing your opinions before we dive deeper into the next part of the story. Michel Petrucciani, standing at under 1 meter tall and having extremely fragile bones due to osteogenesis, imperfecta possessed a massive musical energy system within his small and vulnerable body. He often required help to be lifted onto the piano bench and used a special device to press the pedals. Michel didn't play music with muscle strength. He played with the resonance of his soul and fingers that could break at any moment, creating powerful and vibrant jazz compositions. The hypothesis here is, could physical limitations act as a catalyst for intellectual transcendence? For Michel, music was the operating system that allowed him to overcome the technical flaws of his biological hardware. He once said that he had no issues with his legs because he played the piano with his hands and mind. Michel Petrucciani's life serves as a report on the brain's perfect compensatory abilities. When one sense or part of the body is limited, other talents explode to restore balance. Sarah Ezekiel was once an active woman until she was diagnosed with motor neuron disease, MND/ALS. Her muscular system gradually collapsed, leaving her completely paralyzed and unable to speak. In this tragic scenario, a new technology emerged as a life-saving communication gateway: eye gaze technology. Sarah began painting simply by moving her eyeballs. Her vibrant artworks are a living testament to the fact that human creative thinking is a system that cannot be imprisoned. From a technological perspective, Sarah is a prime example of cyborgization in healthcare, where machines become extensions of the body. When her motor nervous system failed optical systems and artificial intelligence took over to maintain her ability to express herself. Her story is an investigative report on the boundary between the biological body and the digital world, where the eyes are not just for seeing, but also for creating vibrant artistic worlds from the darkness of illness. Rosaline was born without limbs due to the effects of thalidomide, one of the world's greatest medical disasters during the 1950s to 1960s. Thalidomide was marketed as a safe sedative for pregnant women, but in reality, it attacked the developing fetal system. Rosaline did not let this tragedy define her. She learned to do everything using her mouth and short legs, becoming an artist, author, and advocate for disability rights, eventually receiving the OBE title from the British royal family. From an investigative perspective, Rosaline's case serves as a wake-up call about the failure in controlling pharmaceutical processes. She is not just a freak due to a mutation, she is a living testament to a system error from humanity itself. However, her adaptability is highly evolutionary. Rosaline demonstrated that the human will can reprogram the way we live, transforming structural disadvantages into enduring strength, compelling the world to change how infrastructure is designed for people with disabilities. Rosaline's story is a poignant reminder of what can happen when we lose control. To continue uncovering these harsh truths and learn how to protect ourselves and our families, make sure to hit subscribe. Your support is the driving force behind my ability to create more videos like this. Jono Lancaster was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare disorder that causes facial bones to develop incorrectly. Abandoned by his parents right after birth at the hospital, Jono had a childhood filled with insecurities and stigmatizing stares. However, instead of hiding in the shadows, he chose to become the face of the global Treacher-Collins community. Jono travels the world meeting children in similar circumstances, helping them understand that a face does not define a person's worth. From a systems psychology perspective, Jono has transformed from a victim into a protector. He uses his facial structural flaws as a tool to break down social communication barriers. Jono's story is a lesson in accepting coding errors and turning them into a positive identifying trait. The research hypothesis here is that the power of community connection can heal psychological wounds that even the most advanced cosmetic surgeries cannot. Nikolai Valuev, the former heavyweight boxing champion, is known as the Beast from the East due to his height of 2.13 meters and weight over 140 kilograms. This is not just natural height, but the result of gigantism caused by a pituitary tumor. In the boxing arena, Valuev's body was a systemic weapon, with an overwhelming reach and immense bone density. However, this mutation also came at a high cost in terms of cardiovascular health and joint problems, forcing him to adopt extremely rigorous training and recovery strategies. An investigation into Valuev's career reveals an intriguing intersection between biological advantage and fighting strategy. He was not agile, but his defensive system was nearly impenetrable due to his body size. This analysis helps audiences understand that in professional sports, a genetic mutation can be both a gift and a curse, requiring strict medical control. Valuev is a prime example of optimizing a unique biological structure to reach the pinnacle of a highly competitive system. Michelle Kish has Hallermann-Streiff syndrome, a rare condition with only a few dozen cases worldwide. With her small stature, distinctive facial features, and continuous medical needs, including a ventilator and feeding tube, Michelle still possesses an incredible spirit of optimism. She loves media and is always seen with a bright smile. Michelle's story is not focused on pain, but rather on the vast support system from her family and healthcare that has helped a fragile being not only survive, but also shine. From a scientific perspective, Michelle's syndrome is a complex combination of symptoms affecting vision, dental health, and bone structure. Analyzing this case is akin to decoding an extremely rare and mysterious DNA sequence. The hypothesis proposed here is that the quality of life for a freak depends 20% on medical condition and 80% on the psychological environment around them. Michelle has proven that even when the biological system encounters severe errors, the emotional system can still function perfectly to create happiness. Misty Diaz was born with spina bifida, a congenital defect that causes the spine to remain open, leading to leg paralysis and numerous internal complications. After over 28 surgeries, Misty refused to accept a lifetime in a wheelchair. She trained to become an obstacle course racer, Spartan Race. The image of Misty using crutches to navigate through mud pits and climb walls is a powerful symbol of reprogramming the limits of the human body. From a movement systems analysis perspective, Misty has found a way to use other muscle groups to compensate for the absence of spinal function. She doesn't run with normal legs. She runs through the coordinated interplay of her hands' crutches and an iron will. This is an investigation into the plasticity of the nervous and muscular systems. Misty shows that when a primary axis of the system, the spine, fails, humans can still establish auxiliary movement pathways to achieve seemingly impossible goals. Misty's creation of auxiliary movement pathways is a vivid testament to the fact that our brains never stop innovating for survival. If you find these analyses of human adaptation mechanisms helpful, don't hesitate to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Together, we will decode more systemic miracles of the human body in upcoming videos. Matthias Schlitter was born with a rare genetic mutation that caused his right arm to grow 33% larger than his left, with extremely dense bones and muscles. Instead of feeling self-conscious about the imbalance, Matthias leveraged this system error to become a world-class professional arm wrestler. He is nicknamed Hellboy because his right arm looks as though it belongs to another giant attached to his body. This is an intriguing case for analyzing local biological advantages. While the rest of Matthias's body is completely normal, his right arm has an extraordinarily dense bone structure, allowing it to withstand pressures that would immediately break an ordinary person's bones. The hypothesis here is, can we call this a singular evolutionary leap? Matthias turned a congenital anomaly into a strategic tool, proving that understanding and properly utilizing the strange gifts from our DNA can lead to remarkable achievements. Isabelle Denoir was the first person in the world to undergo a procedure involving the integration of foreign biological tissue after her original facial structure was severely damaged. This was not a natural mutation, but rather an intrusion and reconstruction of the biological system by modern medicine. She had to live the rest of her life on immunosuppressant drugs to prevent her body from rejecting the foreign object that was part of the donated structure from a deceased donor. This is a dramatic investigation into the boundaries of personal identity and survival in an era where humans can replace their own biological components. From a systems perspective, Isabelle's surgery was a rigorous test of the human immune system's ability to accept foreign tissue. The psychological hypothesis is profound. How would you feel when looking in the mirror and seeing another person's face gradually becoming your own? Isabelle endured intense inner struggles between gratitude and fear. Her story is an in-depth investigative report on the era of regenerative medicine, where body parts can be replaced like components of a machine. Tawhida Jan, a young woman from India, has an enormous foot weighing several kilograms due to macrodactyly local gigantism. From a systems analysis perspective, this is a peculiar energy distribution error in the body where soft tissues and bones at a specific location continue to grow without limitation, completely detached from the growth rate of the rest of the body. The investigative hypothesis suggests that a breakdown in cellular signaling mechanisms caused Tawhida's foot to become an independent entity, challenging all biological balance rules and creating a tremendous physical burden on her spine. Known as the Ischiopagus twins, Ganga and Jamuna are a rare set of conjoined twins who share a digestive and excretory system, but have two hearts and two separate brains. This is an extremely complex biological model where two wills must learn to control a shared motor system with 4 arms and 3 legs. Delving deeper, their lives are a testament to the remarkable adaptability of the central nervous system. They not only survive, but also find love and careers, proving that mental synchronization can overcome all structural barriers in the body. Bayazid Hossain, a boy from Bangladesh, presents the appearance of an 80-year-old man at just 4 years old due to progeria, premature aging. This is a time-coding error in the DNA, where the progerin protein accumulates, causing cells to divide and age at a rate 8 to 10 times faster than normal. From an investigative perspective, Bayezid's body is a system racing against time in a cruel scenario, the mind of a child trapped in a deteriorating biological machine. This case allows scientists to hypothesize about controlling the brake on aging at the molecular level. Bayezid's body is like a clock running 10 times faster than normal due to a coding error in his DNA. Understanding. Progerin is not just about saving children like Bayezid, but also a key to unlocking the mystery of aging. If you're interested in investigations into these biological limits, make sure to hit subscribe and like the video. Together, we'll dive deeper into how scientists are working to fix this system in the next segment. Mauricio Saravia is a talented artist who must live in a severely deformed body due to McCune-Albright syndrome. His skeletal system is not only brittle and prone to fractures, but also develops abnormally, turning his body into an iron cage that restricts movement. However, when analyzed through a compensatory systems lens, Mauricio has shifted all his life energy into his inner world and painting. He views his body as an abstract masterpiece of creation, using vibrant colors to fill in biological gaps, proving that creative thinking is the only system not limited by DNA. Huang Chengkai, a man from China, once carried a facial tumor weighing up to 15 kilograms due to the horrific complications of neurofibromatosis. This is considered a severe system error in the control of tissue proliferation, causing his face to sag and deform to the point where he could not eat or breathe normally. An investigation into his surgeries shows the power of modern medicine in restructuring a collapsed system. Despite enduring numerous life-threatening moments, Huang's survival is a vivid report on the extreme endurance of humans in the face of the most invasive mutations. Kevin Donnelone was born without arms or legs, a typical victim of the thalidomide disaster in the 1960s. Unlike natural mutations, Kevin's case is a result of a man-made system error where a drug considered safe attacked the embryonic development process. However, Kevin transformed his life into a project analyzing equality. He went to university, learned to drive, and became an astute social activist. His story is not just about disability, but a cautionary tale about the global healthcare system's responsibility for the safety of humanity. Ali Trazise was born with a large tumor on his nose, which was actually part of his brain growing through a fissure in his skull, encephalocele syndrome. From a structural analysis perspective, this is a leak of the central nervous system outside the protective bony framework of the skull. The surgery to return the brain to its proper position is a marvel of system engineering, requiring the re-establishment of the boundary between the inside and outside of the body. Ali is now a testament to the miraculous ability of the human brain to recover when placed back into its correct operating system. Charmaine Sahadeo lives with thousands of small tumors covering her body from head to toe due to neurofibromatosis type 1. Imagine your skin system being completely overtaken by tumors, causing pain and hindering basic activities such as wearing clothes or moving. The investigative hypothesis here focuses on the social isolation caused by the condition Charmaine has had to fight to be seen as a human being rather than a freak. Her journey to seek medical help is an analysis of perseverance and hope for a day when genetic systems can be repaired with future technologies. The journey to decode 20 biological mysteries ends here today. Through these stories, we see that each error in creation is not just a medical challenge, but also a testament to the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit. Which journey impressed you the most? Or is there a syndrome you'd like me to analyze more deeply in the next episode? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next in-depth investigative reports on our platform. Thank you for following, and see you in the upcoming mysteries.